What's up, guys? It's Amon-Rellik, the God Slayer. Amon-Rellik Gaming. We're back in more. You know what it is. Whew. Final Fantasy 7 Remake Intermission. The DLC. I want to start this off with a little bit of a rant. Just give me a few minutes to get this off my chest. I'm just fresh off of playing the remake completely. The original complete remake of the game, and I've got some issues, and I wanted to go ahead and get them out in the beginning of this, because that video had already ran to like an hour and something, so I didn't want to tack it on at the end of a video that was already drawn out. But oh shoot, okay, where do we begin? First and foremost, I want to start this off by saying the game isn't bad. The game isn't bad. I won't say that the game is a bad game. They took Final Fantasy VII's combat and they tweaked it around for modern day while keeping some of its core elements that made it Final Fantasy in its they kept those things in, and that was cool. The characters' adaptations, in the sense of, did they feel like the original characters? Yes, they did. But this wasn't a remake. That's not they didn't remake Final Fantasy VII. In the sense of, it wasn't a one-to-one comparison remake. What they did was they remade the story of Final Fantasy VII. That's what they did. They remade the story of Final Fantasy VII, and I think that's why they probably chose the whole. I think that's the reason why they probably chose the whole remake name anyway, was because they knew they could probably get the nostalgia going for seeing a complete one-to-one copy of Final Fantasy VII, but with, of course, the new age graphics and stuff like that. So it was like, we can probably get a lot of people to jump on board for that, right? And from a marketing standpoint, it was a genius move, because of course everybody who grew up on Final Fantasy VII, if you played Final Fantasy VII and played it all the way through, even as a kid, it's one of the most memorable games you probably remember in your entire gaming life. Like, Final Fantasy VII is a huge deal in the gaming world, if you're on that side of the gaming world, like, playing JRPGs. It's probably considered the JRPG king. Like, if you're into JRPGs in any way, you probably started with Final Fantasy games, and if you did, you probably started with 7. And so it's like 7 means a lot. And for you to be able to take that game, which, was about a 50 to 60 hour experience, when the original game was far longer than that. And you could, people say, of course, well, you can't, do that now because of how graphically intricate the games are, so you can't do that anymore. And it's like, if you can house multiple servers of an MMO that runs on graphics near this, or even some, like Black Desert, can sometimes surpass this in graphical fidelity, like, why not? And here's the thing, if you're not going to be, because again, you're naming it remake. You didn't say, Final Fantasy VII story retold, or story, or you didn't name it something like that, or a story rebooted. You didn't say reboot, which would mean, okay, you're telling the story again, but you're gonna tell it in a different way. That would have more than likely put off a lot of the people who love the original and been like, I'm not going to play this because y'all already told us you're not going to tell it the same. But instead you said remake. So you have us thinking that you're basically remaking the entirety. Of course, the biggest red flag that everybody should have seen, of course, was when they released the game, they said we're releasing it in episodic parts. And so it's like, okay, So we're not gonna get the whole package. We're gonna get it in and I thought, okay, me again, Nomura's over this, right? He's over this. He's attached to this. I'm like, okay, so what's gonna happen is this. Disc 1 is gonna be part 1, right? Disc 2 will be part 2, and then disc 3 will be part 3. And, and maybe our saves will carry over to each part, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well, disc 1 doesn't end at MIDGAR. It actually ends further after that. So it's like, I wasn't expecting to see battle, in battle Sephiroth at this first game like this. Like, and then the way they hamstring the idea of him being here. Like, okay, I understand that you want people to see Sephiroth as early as possible, because, he is like the flagship. Outside of Cloud, he's the flag boy of Final Fantasy VII. But I was looking at the previous scenes of him that was happening with Cloud. I was thinking that was more of a, those are like the missing beats we didn't see in the original game, where, Sephiroth's kind of like mentally tormenting Cloud in some way, right? But he would never like fully show himself. Then of course we saw the scene where he killed Shinra in the office at the top of in the building, and it's like, whoa, you didn't kill Shinra like that, you didn't kill Shinra the way we saw you kill him, but you did kill him. Then they did the whole Barrett death thing, and I was like, yo, wait, what? And of course, that's when I began to realize the whole Whispers of Fate thing, because they kept alluding that these motherfuckers were trying to keep us on the same path, and because every time one of the characters would try to do something, or the team as a whole would try to do something that was off the main path of Fate, they would come and try to keep them on. And now the big boss fight near the end, right before Sephiroth, was us trying to defy Fate. So are you saying that these things were trying to keep the original story together, but you're making the characters fight against that original storyline that we remember? And if that's the case, so now you're making a underlying statement to the fans that fuck what you want from the original story. We're gonna tell this story the way we want to tell it to you now. Like, regardless, of what, of how that story resonated and how it was told and how it resonated with everybody, we're gonna retell this this story in a new way, and we're gonna make these characters literally fight against that storyline. That's what the Whispers of Fate were. They were basically all the fans trying to push the story in the way, or all the fan expectations. That's what the Whispers of Fate to me mean. That's the fan expectations, and the characters are fighting against those fan expectations. And it's like, wow, like. And so now Final Fantasy VII feels more like I'm being talked to than a story being shared. It's more, it feels, it felt like they were trying to say, all those expectations you have for this game, you're wrong. You're wrong. You won't, and of course, you can look at some of the interviews that, Nomura has talked about, and in a lot of senses, he's had that, he's openly stated in a lot of his interviews that, he felt like he was stuck in the legacy of Final Fantasy VII in his original story. So it's not a coincidence that at the end, when Tifa asks, what are we gonna see past that gloopy portal that Sephiroth made, Aerith says freedom. So it's like, oh, so after this right here, anything goes, right? But I mean, anything has been going for like the last, I would say the last fucking 5 or 6 hours. Anything just started going anyway. And so, I'm just, I enjoyed my time through it, but I am disappointed at how how loosely they played around with such an iconic and dear story to players, you know, in players' hearts. I'm kind of disappointed on how loosely they played around with it, just to try and make some new age, you know, spectacular way of telling it, when it was already spectacular and timeless the way it was, you know. All right, that's my 10-minute rant. Let's get into this. So what is Yuffie capable of? What do we got? So we have a similar screen as we had before. Yuffie, she's got 4-point shuriken, ninja amulet, armband supplied to all Wutai operatives, doubles amount of AP earned for all material set to this armor. I got a feeling this probably won't be a very long. Okay, she's doing some dempo. All right. Okay. And we haven't got any of that. Battle settings, what do we got here? Art of War, Windstorm. Okay. Well, abilities. Ah! Buffet, an enemy with blows, and all subsequent attacks deal increased damage. Okay. So, oh no, I think I want to put Art of War here. And what is Windstorm? Create a gust of wind that damages and launches them towards you. Okay. Lightning. I'm gonna try to keep her more lightning based, you know, lightning ninja type thing, you know. Something quick and fast, you know, like lightning. I'm gonna try to go with that little, and I'll just keep Windstorm here for the time being. All right. Inventory. I ain't got jack shit. All right, cause we just starting. All right, let's get into this. Let's go. All right. Yuffie can fight effectively both close up and from range. Hold to continue attacking while putting distance between her and the enemy. Precision defense, guarding just before enemy's attack, will greatly reduce the damage Yuffie takes.
Guess you're never far from a rat in MIDGAR. Let's see what you got. You're going down! Run like a chocobo! Gotcha! All in a day's work.
Okay. All right. She's pretty talkative. Let's do something real quick. Hold on. System options, audio. There you go. All right. Okay.
Make way for the amazing Yuffie. You're going down. Got you now.
Okay. Okay. Change affinity to all her way. Though it feels not only damage at first. Selected will alter the affinity of the attack. Export your element to submission.
This calls for a smite. Well, that was easy. And my search for the elusive Moogle continues.
Okay. Did I just go back? I sure did. Destroy.
Small fry. Get lost! Easy on me, okay? This called no biggie. Now at least put up a fight. I'm just getting started. Get lost!
Okay. Wind.
Aww. our heroine triumphs again.
Alright, that's gonna take some getting used to. Alright. These dudes.
Huh?
11.
No palm. Huh? You okay? Anybody home?
What?
Oh, well, guess I'm not going anywhere until I get that elevator moving. Gotcha! I never cease to amaze myself. All right, let's see how this plays out. Whoa! Can't move! Let me go! Gotcha! How you like this? Gotcha!
Wow! Nice tracking.
Move! Let me go! Whoa! Gotcha! All in a day's work.
Okay, yeah, I gotta get used to that. I gotta get used to that. That's weird. Okay. Oh, so we still have treasures. Alright, let's take a look at that. How these okay. I fucked that up. Oh wow. I hear you. I'm supposed to be going. This way?
Yeesh, this town's a total dump. I thought Midgar was supposed to be the marvel of the modern world. Talk about false advertising. City of Mako? City of garbage, more like. Do something. Oh, you'll do the trick. Come on down. Sweet! Now to save the day. fear! Yuffie's here! Get lost! Winter comes, and Wu-Tai's white rose withers away. The end.
What the fuck? Okay, yeah, I'm kind of like blacking out here. My bad. Okay, let me focus. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on that previous fucking shit. I'm stuck on the previous play. All right, let's do this right.
Have no fear! Yuffie's here! Got you now! Find me! Hey! Great! Just great! Tell me, which way is it to Wu-Tai?
Okay, so I need to go ahead and heal myself. That's what I need to do. That's what I need to do. Yeah, I am so taken out of the. Okay, come on now. Let's do this.
Have no fear! Yuffie's here! Wait!
So they're weak to ice. Alright.
You're going down! Go easy on me, okay? Do your worst! No way! Breathe in, out. Nuh-uh! You're going down! My mission.
Okay. I don't have much to, like, I wish you could do that on the fly, like switch her elemental shit out on the fly. Cause
have no fear! Yuffie's here! You got me.
like why do they do so much damage?
What, you little? Got you now. How you like this? Gotcha. Whoa. You need to chill. You're going down. Might as well. How do you like this? Get lost! You're going down!
It's like every time I go to attack them.
What are you waiting for?
Okay, now this.
Now I'm mad! You're mine, punk! You're going down! even a thank you?
Okay, he's 20. Okay. Nothing in any of those boxes at all.
No.
16. And you just want to say Genova just casually.
This is too weird. Okay, you got this!
What are they doing just randomly standing everywhere? Like, how did they get out to be out here like that? Did I break them all? I sure did.
Huh. Okay, that rotten egg smell's gone. Must have gotten used to it. Way things are going, I'll be working for Shinra next. Nice try, Midgar. Ugh, I'm talking to myself. City's getting to me. Gotcha!
Nothing? Okay. We gotta go and explore that one area that didn't have. Okay, that's back that way. There's essentially an area to this left. Closed off. Okay.
Wait, did you just come from any monster troubles or?
No.
Monsters have been acting strange since the bombings. Don't go letting your guard down.
Not
okay?
gonna be good for any of us if Wutai's got their claws in this.
Mako Reactor 5 has been temporarily shut down, and all fires have been successfully extinguished. The situation is under control, and the people of our fair city need not worry about any additional complications. We are in the process of conducting a full forensic investigation, but we suspect the device used was similar to that employed in the attack on Mako Reactor 1.
Oh, what do we have here? Man, that's gotta be Avalanche. Not bad. Not bad at all. But I can do better.
YUFFIE? Yo.
What? There's our palm. So, you're Avalanche?
I'm Jija. Follow me.
Wait up!
Can't help wondering how.
So, Jija, why didn't you come meet me before?
I figured an elite W agent could find their own way.
I may be elite, but it's not like I've ever been to Midgar. And what exactly is a W, anyway?
Anyone who lives where you just came from. Think of it as a code name.
Uh-huh.
Still can't believe they sent a kid to do this job.
This kid could kick your ass!
Saying you're a fresh face is all.
Oh, don't worry. I know exactly what you're saying.
Give me a break, will ya?
And let you walk all over me?
Well, here we are. Ladies first.
From the news, they didn't get caught. They'll turn up.
And when they do, we're gonna treat them to a feast. I can almost taste your pizza now, Jesse.
Shame, since you won't be getting any.
What?
I can totally just fuck up the whole timeline right now. Y'all meet Yuffie right now.
We're remodeling the place. Been living here a while, but that doesn't mean it has to look like it.
Okay.
These two are Billy Bob and Polk. And that's Nio.
Hi. My name is YUFFIE, Materia Hunter and Elite Special Forces Operative for the new Wutai government. I have orders to infiltrate Shinra HQ and steal their ultimate materia. To prove to our common enemy that Wutai is not to be trifled with. Members of Avalanche, with your full support, we got this.
Ready to rumble, huh?
You better believe it. So, did you guys meet Sonan yet? He was supposed to be here.
Yeah, he got in 3 days ago. He's out on the town as we speak. Really seems to be enjoying it here.
Oh, he does he?
You, got any bags?
As if. Ninjas always travel light. It's like a rule. But I did bring these. Wutai's famous Dachao beans. Eat up. And here you go.
Can you eat these things?
Guess you do.
Sheesh, you ninjas are insane.
Do me a favor, Yuffie, and wait here for Sonon. I gotta head out. Your ID should be ready for pickup by now.
Then why don't I join ya?
Nah, I got this. Besides, you reek of trouble.
Huh?
Okay. So basically, we're gonna have to just do it like this. Fire. Okay. So I can stick to each enemy's weakness. Alright. Anything else around here to collect? No?
You must be tired from your trip. Why don't you get some rest?
With all the noise in this city? Impossible. How about you tell me where in the Shinra building they're keeping that materia instead? Don't hold out on me now. I know you know.
Actually, I kind of don't. At least, not an exact location. All I know is that Shinra, for most purposes, treats materia as a weapon. Which means the Advanced Weaponry Division probably deals with it. And since that's in the basement...
I see. So, Shinra hides its top secret materia in the basement. You won't have to wait much longer, my precious. I promise.
Just be careful, will you? Please? Oh yeah, you should introduce yourself to Billy Bob. He knows a thing or two about the Shinra building.
My teeth.
You're welcome. So the materia I'm looking for is in the Shinra building, right? And where is that exactly?
Ignorance truly is bliss, huh?
What did you just say?
Oh, didn't mean to offend you. Of course, you probably knew this already, but there's a whole other city built on the plate above us. Shinra Building's right in the middle. You can't miss it.
Oh, that one. Why didn't you say so?
Now, if you want to get topside, you first gotta get out of the slums. And for help with that, you should talk to Polk.
You look kind of nervous.
I just want to make sure I have the plan down pat. You know, like how to get up top and all that.
Well, if you had an ID, you'd normally just take the train up there. But with all the commotion going on, that's not really an option. Security's on high alert. If you ask me, your best bet is to sit tight and wait for things to settle down some.
Sit tight, but I want to go now.
Be my guest then. Go get killed.
Harsh.
You know about the VR combat simulation module, right?
Huh? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? It's that thing that stimulates modulation.
Kinda. It's a machine that puts you in a virtual world where you can practice fighting all you want. There's even a portable version of it. Guy around the corner has one.
Uh-huh.
Hardly ever see technology that cutting edge down here. So what do you say? Want to try it?
I really don't have time to be playing around with some stimulator. But just to be polite, I guess I'll take it for a spin.
The guy's name is Chadley. He's over by the neighborhood watch. If you ever feel like some virtual training, I'm sure he'd be happy to help.
You look about ready to die of boredom. Want to play Fort Condor?
Fort Condor?
I should have known. It hasn't been out long, so there's no way you W's would have heard of it.
Yes I have. And what's more, I'm awesome at it. I'll whoop you so hard you'll wonder if you ever knew the rules.
For my benefit, then. Let me go over them.
The Fort Condor. Fort Condor is a board game where you employ units and materia to destroy your opponent's headquarters. Before play begins, let's select a loadout. You can select what board to use, which will determine the number of A to B charges and material available to you, along with the units you wish to deploy. Check what units and board your opponent plan to use and just accordingly. The opposition's board and unit loadout is displayed on the right. Each unit has a weakness and can be exploited for massive damage. Therefore, keep in mind which units your opponent is using, then select yours. You can't edit your board or units at the moment, so press X to start. Okay. When the games begin, both you and your opponent will each have 3 bases, a headquarters, and 2 outposts. You must either destroy the opponent's headquarters or have more bases left standing when the timer runs out. Units will automatically march forward and engage enemies once they've been deployed. Each unit has an A to B cost required to place it on the board. Your A to B charges will refill over time. Can be viewed at the top of the screen. Move the cursor to the spot you wish to place for the unit, and press X to begin. Select the unit you want. change the drop location. Materia allows you to use special powerful spells in the match. Oh. Okay.
Damn, Yuffie, how'd you do that? You totally kicked my ass.
You mean you didn't lose on purpose? Wow.
Well, if you're looking for a challenge, the Undercity's got no shortage of serious players.
I've kinda got better things to do.
Sure about that? Word is, if you beat the Grandmaster, you can win some serious cash. Materia, too.
Materia?
That's right. But you should know, the hardcore competitors won't give you the time of day till you've proven yourself.
Whatever. Bring it on!
Okay.
Sonon's still not back? Must be in Wall Market then.
What's Wall Market?
Let's just say it's a place for people with mature tastes.
Mature tastes?
There's lots of different establishments. It's kinda hard to explain.
No, I think I get it. Like bars filled with smoke so thick you can't even see, and drinks so bitter you want to spit them right back out. Where everyone gets drunk and complains about how kids just don't understand the value of hard work. They'll be the death of society. Ugh, how can they not see that they're the ones destroying it? Wutai's got a place like that, where grown-ups drink their lives away. It's called the Happy Turtle.
Interesting. There's a Happy Turtle in Midgar as well.
Huh?
I don't know where exactly, because I've never actually been, but I do see their flyers from time to time.
You do, huh? Oh, they're taking down Midgar one citizen at a time. I salute you, Happy Turtle.
Come to think of it, there's a man who goes around putting up flyers for the bar. People call him Old Snapper, and he doesn't dress like your average Midgar male. Might be from Wutai.
I gotta find him. Man deserves some Dachau beans. All this talking's giving me a headache. I'm gonna go do some recon.
I won't stop you. Just don't go too far, okay?
Yeesh. Those Dachau beans are really something else. I think I broke a tooth.
Okay. Alright. We've gotten ourselves a little acquainted to what we're going to be doing more than likely now. So I think we'll go ahead and end it here, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Amon-Rellik the God Slayer. I'm really gaming. I'm gonna end it here, get the... Because I didn't put up the previous video yet, so when you see that video first, and then you'll come here, of course. But yeah, we're gonna get that together, and in the next one, we're gonna see what Yuffie's story is gonna turn out to be. I'm Amon-Rellik the God Slayer. I'm Amon-Rellik Gaming. We are out of here.